On traders, welcome back to the channel. We are checking out Bitcoin / US dollar this morning. It's 5:22 on this Monday morning, President's Day, the 20th of February. Looking at a daily chart here of Bitcoin, guys. Coinbase is the data. TradingView.com is the charting service, free charting service. They have a great mobile app as well if you are on a smaller screen device. Bitcoin currently up 619, 2.5%, getting a very nice rally here after a pullback. We have some upper targets. Going to share some of my thoughts on Bitcoin. Let's take a zoom in on the chart, guys. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate all of the viewers, subscribers, interaction in the comments. So we had a very nice breakout for Bitcoin. Let's see, it took place on the date here, which was the 15th, was a nice day. The next day, the 16th, could have been a better day. Had a pretty good reversal, actually, off the top. It was a solid day, and then it closed relatively weak. A little bit of follow-through, and then choppy. Looks like we're getting some follow-through today, actually, to the upside, which is very nice to see. My opinion, I do think Bitcoin is going to continue to move higher. The trend is clearly higher. The momentum is higher. I don't think that has been broken quite yet. I think we have a decent way to go, actually. So we found support on this pullback down here to the 21,690 range, and then broke out back to the upside. This day was actually pretty incredible. This 9.5% day, that's a $2,100 day for Bitcoin. So moving forward here for this week, for today, could easily happen today. We have a couple areas above the market, 25,726, 25,760, and then also a 2623. Those are all right here above the market. Those could all act as a roadblock, slight resistance for Bitcoin as it approaches that area. That's basically the $25,000 to the $26,000 range. If we zoom out here, we'll fix this chart. You could see that area, those three lines I have on my chart, correlate with this area right here, especially this one candle right in here. So potential resistance right there. We'll have to see how it plays out when the price approaches that area. I want to show you something here, guys. Not many people watch the Bitcoin videos, but Bitcoin is the elephant in the room and basically runs the show. So I'm kind of surprised on that. But it's not too hot and flashy and cheap and all of that, so I guess I get it. We have basically this inverse bottoming pattern taking place here for Bitcoin, going back to pretty much the June-July time frame. It's a little sloppy, but it definitely is some kind of a bottoming pattern here taking place. And then we've had this incredible run up to here. So if this was a inverse head and shoulders, which it's not, it's just some kind of a bottoming pattern here. We're basically at the neckline. If there was a neckline on this inverse head and shoulders, guys, it's just about where we're at now. So we could see potentially a huge breakout out of this. This is going back on a time frame. Let's see here to where we're currently at. You're looking at not quite a year, 247 days basically of choppy sideways consolidation. We could see a huge breakout to the upside. There's a lot of energy built up in here, and it is a bottoming pattern. And that energy will be released, and we are at a very critical zone. Basically, from where we're at now to that $25,000, $26,000 mark is a solid breakout to the upside. We are currently long the Bitcoin micro futures. We have been long them for a solid couple days. I think I've shared that in some prior videos, but we haven't been stopped out, so we remain long the Bitcoin micro futures, and we'll have to see if they continue higher. Like I said, I think they are going to continue higher, but if Bitcoin doesn't, then that's fine. We get stopped out. If it does, then that's fine. We're long and we'll benefit from that. So keep that in mind, guys. There is a lot of energy built up. This is an inverse pattern here, inverse head and shoulders, which is not what it is, but it's a bottoming pattern here. And if it was a perfect inverse head and shoulders, we're basically sitting right at where the neckline would be. Saying that, we have, let me clean this up so it's not too confusing for you guys. We have a couple upper targets here as this thing should break out here. We have one target up there at 26,023, which isn't too much higher, $2,000 or so, 26,000. That gets us above this major zone here. That gets us back into this old support area, now resistance. Above that, we have a $30,000 Bitcoin, $30,234 right here. Also, you could see it was an important area back in this May and June timeframe. So that is our upper target right now. Our closest, not our closest, but above our 2526, we have it's a $30,000 target for this breakout, and that might be slightly conservative if this thing really starts to heat up here to the upside. That would be basically a 20+% move to the upside. That would be basically $5,400 or so higher. So that's what I'm keeping my eye on. Besides the $25,000 and $26,000 mark, $30,234 I think is a solid area for a breakout, maybe a slight pause before the trend potentially heads higher. We'll have to reassess if we get to that level. But I think this thing could be ready to take off like a rocket, and we're looking right around that $30,000 mark. Maybe that is the stopping point. If we do hit that target, I think it will pause there for at least a period of time. Really depends. We'll have to reassess when we get up there, but that is what we're watching right now. 25, 26, and then 30. And like I said, we are at a critical moment here. This thing could be ready to blast off like a rocket out of this 200 plus day consolidation with a lot of energy built up. Once we found support down here at the 21,694 area, and then we got this day here, which was the 15th. That was such a strong day that I knew the rally is probably not close to being over. We had a good sell-off, and we broke that 22,500 level, which I was watching, and I was saying, look, if that level breaks, there's probably some trouble to come for Bitcoin. And it did break, and we were stopped out. But then we found support at a critical level and started to move higher. So that's fine. We got back in the Bitcoin micro futures, which are the smaller contracts. They are very, very attainable to trade. They are not, I believe they are 50 times smaller than the full contract of Bitcoin. So great to be in. So Bitcoin is so volatile and can move so much that trading the full-size Bitcoin contracts just doesn't fit our account. But the micro contracts, which are very, very small, do. And it's nice to have exposure outside of the stock market and the stock market futures and just standard cryptos. It's nice to be in the Bitcoin futures. We really enjoy those products. Micros, I should say. So guys, that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. This thing looks ready to break out to the upside. A little bit of resistance at 25, 26, and then ultimately 30,234, give or take, is what we're looking for here. Guys, welcome to the channel. Appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share this video with all your trading buddies. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see how this thing does moving forward. All right, guys, take care.